Fall in line.
Another one with dogs.
I see him. Oh,
Dogs.
there's 3 of them. Good God.
Run, run.
No! Come on! Now that I'm sure we're actually recording audio this time, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Renegades React, and we are currently coming to you banished to the Shadow Realm. Yes, we were put in YouTube jail for a 2-second clip of a Russian man sniffing chloroform and passing out. Even though the clip has been proven to be fake, because turns out the guy is actually a known skit artist. So yeah, you all will not be seeing this on November 1st when we would usually release this, you know, the day after. But instead you'll be seeing this, I think, on series of just us being banished to YouTube jail has... It's made me very depressed. It has. I actually... Well, no, I'm not going to mention it. I thought of a live stream idea, you know, just in case the guideline strike. But, oh well.
Well, you can't live stream when you have a community guideline strike, so whatever your idea is pretty moot.
But we can on the gaming channel. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, but nobody from this channel is actually going to come over there and watch, hardly.
Nah, they will if you know, we let them know about it on Discord.
Yeah, just the Discord people.
Having fun and all that kind of stuff. So, this, it was the most one-sided death battle ever of all time, period. And this one is shaping up to be a real doozy. But I have a prediction. I'll save it for whenever they ask. But kind of, yes. But there's one. Depending on main timelines when it comes to Jason Voorhees, there's the OG timeline which ended with him crash landing on another planet timeline, which is basically just, yeah, Jason's human, and he can actually run. We actually see Jason Voorhees running, whereas in previous films, killed them that way. Also,
I highly doubt they're going to go with the reboot on that.
I don't think they will, but if they do, I wouldn't be surprised. Michael Myers,
two
though,
Michael Myers timelines as well. Well, technically there's 3.
No, there's 3.
Yeah.
There's the
so
OG.
There's a Rob Zombie timeline as well.
Yeah, there's the OG one, which basically the first film
1, 2, and then 4.
1, 2, 4, 5.
2 more.
Yeah, it basically
3 more.
Yeah,
I think it's 3 more, isn't it?
Yeah, because they had Halloween, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends.
Yeah.
Which they should have stopped at just 2018 Halloween. They should have just ended it there. Just please save yourself. Do not watch Halloween Kills or Halloween Ends. Save your fucking sanity. Those films are horrible.
I love how everybody in the comments was like giving on me shit about like being like, yeah, I don't really like the way this trailer looks, and they're like, oh.
I don't know what else to say, man. I mean,
what did I say? As Nate would say before.
Yeah, who called it?
Who called it?
That's, yeah, I've said that multiple times. Just like when people gave me shit for saying that there's not going to be I'm like, if they do a Joker sequel, that'd be cool. And then so many people in the comment section were just like, there's not going to be are you serious? How can you be so stupid to say that there's going to be a Joker sequel? How could you say? Yeah, and not only did they confirm it, but they showed off the fucking script, and they also showed who's going to be playing Harley Quinn in the sequel. Lady Gaga. Cannot wait for that.
I want to go back to that Halloween Kills trailer and tell people that those comments...
These comments did not age well. Because, hey, what's wrong with us being skeptical? Oh, damn it. Here we go.
Prepare yourselves. It's time we tell the tale of Crystal Lake's masked murder field, Michael Myers. He's Wiz and I'm Boom Crystal Lake.
Huh?
So the music kind of sounds awful through these headphones for some reason.
Hold on. They have a setting on here. Balanced sound. Let me see if that's
what it was on, and it just sounded like...
Lurks a killer, buried but not dead, doomed to rise from the grave and slaughter those who live and love, if you know what I mean. This is the curse of Jason Voorhees. Rumor has it he was a deformed child, bullied and harassed all of his life, only cared for by his single mother. But not even Mama Voorhees could save Jason when he tragically drowned at Camp Chris. Appearances and violent deaths, including blaming the camp counselors who should have been watching Jason when he drowned all those years ago. Someone or something ... was out for vengeance.
And yet these harrowing murders were committed by none other than Jason's own mother, Pamela Voorhees, seeking revenge against those who...
That's good for her, I guess.
However...
No, not good, and, you know, all that, but, you know, don't... Like, literally, you're killing a bunch of people, man. It's kind of fucked up.
Even after her killing spree was cut short, the deaths continued. Nobody could prove it, but maybe,
Also, cameo by Tom Savini right here.
Yep.
A lot of people don't know that, but Tom Savini was the original makeup artist on the first Friday the 13th movie, and they didn't, and the double for Miss Voorhees didn't show up that day, and he come up to like find the head where it was, but instead that's in this one.
maybe Jason was still alive.
The lake this whole time?
Jason has fortitude far beyond any normal man. You can swing an arrow the true source of his unkillable nature. Some say it's an indigenous curse. Others say it's reasonable answers.
Either way, be careful, or you just might end up on the wrong side of Jason's trusty...
That continuum with the Hellworm in Jason...
He can be resourceful and oddly creative with his kills. He might bludgeon you to death with...
Worst of all, this demented mama's boy will always get his prey. Oh, you think you can run away? Well, think again, idiot. He can teleport.
No, he can't.
Oh, yeah? Well, how about porting?
Wrong. Hallucinations resulting from a mix of cocaine and panic.
Okay, smartass. How about when he teleported from one end of this ship to another? How'd he get there?
Actually, when watching the full scene for complete context, there is plenty of time afforded for Jason to jump down the deck while off camera. He is quite athletic after all.
What, without making any sound? The guy's built like he's made of 100 brick houses. Are we watching the same movie?
Look, fans have argued this for years, and while admittedly those moments are questionable, they're not enough to prove actual teleportation.
Okay, how about
Game lets him teleport.
Yeah, the game, like, that's a completely, like, viable power in the game that was approved by the creator of the series. That pretty much, like, irons it out right there. He has teleportation.
Maybe they'll bring that up.
this one in Jason X, where 3 soldiers are shooting him straight on and he just disappears? Poof! Gone! While they're looking right at him. God damn it, it's teleporting.
Well, I'm sure there's a logical explanation.
I just stared at this scene while processing 900 trillion frames per second, and Boomstick is correct.
Ha!
Also, now my eyes are broken. Joy.
You know, Jason
Damn it.
can actually teleport in the video game, so I believe it.
I suppose teleporting would explain how, despite his hulking size, Jason can move with ghostly silence and pick off victims one by one. Are you sure about this, dummy?
He is a spirit of vengeance. That's my headcanon for him.
Yeah, same. He has a physical form. He's basically
like an American Onryo. Like he's a grudge curse.
Jesus, hey Callie. Just Calliope.
She's like, surprise, motherfucker.
Just hops up here and, you know, shows herself. Hey Callie. Aw. And then she's back there now. Oh well.
Dummy.
Uh-oh.
Either way, Jason's unstoppable bloodlust makes him a horrifying threat.
Even if you think you're protected by a foot of solid steel, he'll just crash through it to stab you.
And though it's tough to believe, there may actually be a deadlier Jason out there too.
Stronger, faster, and campier. This is Uber Jason, rebuilt from Jason's remains through a sinister fusion of science and mysticism.
I remember watching Jason X in theaters. Yes, I'm that old. I remember watching Jason X in theaters and just, I could not believe what they were doing, but I loved it. I loved it so much. It was so friggin' like goofy, but metal at the same time. I loved his look. I loved like the metal mask, the friggin' like red eyes, like Jesus.
And guess what? Normal Jason later fought Uber Jason
For a monster that has fought other supernatural entities.
like Freddy Krueger, Leatherface, and the groovy man himself, Ash Williams.
Indeed. So be warned, if you ever see a shadow moving through the darkness and hear a familiar run. Jason is out to find you, and chances are you are not. On a bleak Halloween night, Michael Myers was born into the world as a seemingly normal child. However, beneath his pale, blank face hid something dark, something evil.
How evil? Well, he stabbed his sister Judy to death when he was just 6 years old. Oh, what a rascal.
Michael was institutionalized at a sanitarium where he simply sat still, almost like a machine. His psychiatrist, Dr. Loomis, spent 8 years trying to reach him, but Michael never said a word.
Well, there you go. Considered the truest form of evil, his mask is modeled after William Shatner. Yes, it is. That was actually like
Was birth stillborn? I thought that meant that. I thought stillborn meant
dead.
Dead.
Yes. That ties into the continuum that they go into in. I hope they go.
I still need to
into
get around to watching those eventually.
I hope they go into depths about it because it
Several murders, including Loomis's fiance. There was no helping or stopping Michael. More than anything, he wanted to kill.
After 15 years, the night before Halloween,
The story goes Michael had another sibling, Lori, and for some unknowable reason, he wanted her to suffer the same fate as Judy. And everyone else, really. He's not too pissed.
reports of various murders have appeared across Haddonfield. He's exploded heads, boiled people alive, and used his trademark knife to stab poor souls to walls like some macabre piece of art.
When they say to admire your work, I don't think this is what they meant. And this isn't some special combat knife or dagger. He did this with an ordinary kitchen knife.
Michael is also surprisingly clever. Despite being confined for nearly all his life, at some point, he apparently taught himself how to drive.
It's pretty clear this masked psycho was devil.
Lori, on an all too familiar Halloween night, he finally met his long-lost sister and nearly killed her.
But Loomis intervened, shooting Michael and sending him out a window. Phew.
watched they actually had an audience reaction audio track to that happening in theaters. The reaction is just like off the charts. Like just everyone just like, yeah!
It's like the first time they did something like that.
If y'all ever have a chance to do that, go for it because it is awesome.
Only to return after being set on fire and rendered comatose, Michael Myers would not be stopped.
Almost like he's some kind of invincible undead monster.
Many explanations have been given for Michael's strange abilities, but some less reputable sources suggest he's bound to the ancient druidic Curse of Thorn, whose symbol is, they say it's an ancient icon of Halloween, but it's actually the Norse rune and thorn and called it a day.
Google didn't exist back then. Instead, the producers of the film literally had no idea what the hell they were talking about and just threw it. They threw shit at the wall to see if it would.
A Viking? Yes! Awesome!
Curse or no curse, Michael is see him coming.
Oh.
You said, uh-oh.
Well, explaining Michael away with a vague curse is nothing more than a crutch for the truth. The fact of the matter is, no one knows why he is so cruel, so violent, so unstoppable. He just is.
At the end of the day, evil gives no explanation. Only
the shitty alien mask. When they went to film the later films, the mask that they got, the mold was just flat. Instead of it having the inflections of William Shatner's face and clearly smooth surfaces.
Unstoppable. He just is.
It's just
at the end of the day, evil gives no explanation, only despair.
Michael thrives not just on the satisfaction of murder, but the fear it inflicts in others.
Even scarier, his kills are done with surgical precision. He can murder you as quickly or slowly as he wants. This guy knows exactly what he's doing with that kitchen knife. He's like a
That's so dumb. I'm sorry. The movie is so dumb for Michael. But no. Once again.
The craziest thing
Actually, that could be determined as another thing, too. Like, if you hold up a blanket, like a smooth blanket in front of you, in front of the motion sensor, you can fool it. I couldn't believe it when I saw it.
Body double.
Oh, well, getting his sister to commit murder for him. Honestly, I'm kind of impressed.
He's also either impossibly sneaky, or he can use teleportation. Because he once moved through a yard full of motions.
There's just no stopping him. Fill him full of bullets, Michael will come back ready to
Oh, that one. Okay.
rip off your head. Put him in the center of an exploding church. He'll survive and...
The people of Haddonfield go ballistic and band together to end Michael Myers once and for all.
This scene right here.
Unfortunately, the town would soon realize that was just not possible.
Any ordinary person would have been long dead after what he experienced, but he took all of the town's punishment, got right back up, and went right back to doing what he does best.
And you know what's the creepiest part about all this? They never caught him. He's still out there looking.
Also, I feel like that scene was an incredible missed opportunity.
Yes.
It's like that scene could have been about 20 times.
David Gordon Green. You did so good with Halloween 2018. So good. You redid you did everything so well. But yet,
You didn't need the second movie and do what you should have done with it. Like, all of us Halloween fans, me and my best buddy, like, I mean, obviously I'm not that big of a fan because I've only seen a limited number of the films, but, you know, I still like
you've seen most of the good ones.
Yep. That scene, you know, it was like, it could have been so much cooler. Like, they should have done some sick fucking choreography for how he just, like, wrecked those dudes. And
because, you know, it's not like we haven't seen that over and over and over again. Instead of doing something different and actually, you know, redefine.
Every Halloween night, lock your doors, turn off your lights, and pray you'll make it to morning. This episode of Death Battles
Finally, in
weeks. HELP.com/deathbattle. And terror runs.
Ski Death Battle!
Who you got?
I'm really not sure. I feel like Jason is the only one that's actually been truly killed at some point. Stupid. I don't know if they're taking that into account and if we're going with post-resurrection Jason or what. I really think it all depends on exactly what they go with in terms of what they're running, and I guess they're probably running everything as a whole. But I don't know in this case. Like, they're really similar in my opinion.
I would say for me, because Michael Myers, when he loses something, you know, he lost the fingers fighting against Laurie. Those didn't grow back. When he lost, and again, there's so many things that could determine the balance in this. I think Jason's regenerative abilities will factor in because they talked about because it is canon. They talked about it in Jason X. It's in the yes.
Really?
Well, they discussed that. They discussed it in this.
Friday the 13th fandom timeline, whatever.
Although,
but I guess I'm probably going to guess Jason as well.
Yeah, it was. Okay. It was about that. I'm happy I at least got that right. Anyway. So, yeah, let's go ahead and hop into it. Here we go.
The devil's eyes kill her.
Oh! She's from the game. I forget which one that is, but yeah, she's from the game.
Alex! Where are you? We gotta go!
I think she's dead.
Damn.
Only got one.
I'm fast for just having that axe.
Yeah. Come on, dude. He just wanted to ask you a question. Son of a bitch! I want to kill him!
Kill him, Jason. Kill him. Make Mother proud.
Ooh. Oh! Split it like a melon! Damn, Gallagher. Or is it?
I think it might be. Michael
Well-
Myers, that might actually do it.
Well, like I was saying, Jason's, although undead Jason's strength
Jason's
is-
still slightly bigger and just a little more
Well,
brutal.
if we look at
And hard to slow down. Like, Michael can be slowed down. Jason.
height,
5'10".
5'10", whereas
Just about my height.
so I've actually met two people.
Kane's fucking tall
Kane Hodder is
in height. Because you're 6'3", right?
okay. Well, yeah, no, I'm 6'2".
6'2".
Just a little
Oh, yeah.
shorter. Just a little shorter.
Close
than
enough. I'm a little taller than 5'10" as well.
Yeah. So, oh, here we go. Screen Rant actually has their official heights. So the shortest, Stripe, Chucky, Leprechaun.
By the way, that Zuni Warrior doll is what
Sid Haig was 6'4", dude.
Me either.
That's fucking awesome.
Tall dude.
Total busted. Pennywise. Yeah, I knew that Skarsgård or Bill Skarsgård was dude. Gunnar Hansen. He was 6'4". Jason Voorhees 6'5". Is that because of yeah? Oh yeah, dude. Tony Todd's a monster in terms of height. I met Tyler Mane. That dude's cool as hell.
Oh, that's from Rob's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That dude's fucking cool as hell. And then, of course, Predator. I mean, Kevin Peter Hall, dude. I mean, rest in peace, my dude. He was awesome. Alien Queen. Just wanted to be sure of that before we moved on. But anyway, let's back on screen.
Guys, Michael Myers won't be rising from the grave this time. Jason was too much for him. The stories may paint these slashers as unstoppable, but they do have limits and can be understood.
To Michael's credit, he could match Jason in a lot of ways. Both were experts in methods of killing, and both could totally teleport.
Theoretically, though if both of them really could, faking his death with a body double was clever, but he did it because he explicitly could not survive something like decapitation or getting half his torso blown off.
But Jason could. He also had, so I doubt Michael could have surprised him with something he's never seen before.
And Jason was just as strong and vicious as Michael, if not more. So given the difference in survivability, he had a much better chance of striking Michael down first. In a battle between two unkillable monsters, it's only natural it would come down to who was more unkillable.
After being ripped to pieces, Michael could now rip in peace. Right, Jocelyn?
Oh boy.
Jocelyn? Hello?
The winner is Jason Voorhees. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be jumping into the next matchup next week. But you can always get...
Let's see. Ooh, Sauron? Or no, the Lich King. Dude.
Yeah, Sauron versus the Lich King. Let's kick it.
That's fucking awesome. I want to see that.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So, fun fact for y'all that don't know, but I used to play a shit ton of World of Warcraft. Every raid and dungeon in the expansion and killed the quote-unquote... They raid legitimately downed Arthas whenever that was the current expansion.
You, the biggest thing with you know, is the Lich King can never really die.
Well, sort of. Yeah, Arthas is dead. Like, spot, basically.
Yeah, and the Lich King and Bolvar, Enswich, that's an interesting thing.
The Lich King is basically gone now, as far as I know.
Well,
because of
I haven't finished
all of the story without having also seen the raids and stuff as well, because a lot of the stuff's crammed into that, and the quests related to those and stuff.
Well,
you kind of have to watch videos on it if you want to get all the background of what exactly is going on with stuff.
I hear you, but for me, I liked it. I mean, I'm liking it so far. I mean, me and Jake are really excited to see Thrall meet his mother. Like, that's going to be an interesting thing.
I still think Shadowlands is bullshit because they killed them. They visited the land of the dead, and I'm like, how the fuck you gonna not?
And
bring
who's
them
to
back
say
for a
that they
cameo?
won't be able to do that in the future, man? I mean, maybe they're saving it.
I don't know. I just feel like if they're gonna go to the land of the dead, he should have showed up.
Fair enough. But all right. Anywho, yeah, this was a great death battle. I liked this one. This one was really, really good. Watch it until. Take care, everybody. Peace.